like that, but oh, you missed my joke there.
This is what we love about the show. Good banter, good banter.
Good banter, absolutely.
If he ever comes back in fashion, right? Oh dear me, you've given me laughs today. Good, good,
It's
good.
good,
Yeah,
guys. It made you laugh. That's good. We've got to
it did.
laugh, haven't we?
It did. Yeah, yeah. So welcome to the Alien Spaceship with myself, Emmy Hikins, and he calls me bruv.
And me, Trevor Gear, and he calls me Cuz.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. This is series 30 or season 30 of our beloved Alien Spaceship. And I'm going to make you laugh, Trevor. We did one
Yeah,
episode. We did an episode that we weren't very happy with. Do you remember? We said, "Oh,
two weeks ago. Yeah,
yeah, two
2
weeks
weeks
ago."
ago.
Well,
Yeah,
well, that episode got the most downloads.
really. I don't believe that. Really.
Straight to you. It got the most downloads. I'm like, what am I looking at? You know, it's
Yeah.
like I'm thinking that was one season that we thought, ah, we could have done
Wasn't so
better.
good.
It wasn't
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, it just shows you, doesn't it? Consistency is the key, my brother. Consistency. Just
Yeah.
just show up.
But I think it's true of a lot of things, isn't it? Sometimes we get an impression of something we've done or whatever, and think, oh, that wasn't very good. Whether it's a podcast, I remember a few years ago a song which used to play on Deepstuff. One of my songs, what was it called? I think it was called "So Hard Loving You."
Yeah, I
And
remember
at
that.
the time, I think it's not many of my own songs I don't like,
Yeah,
almost obviously, because I wouldn't proceed with them if I didn't like them. But I was never keen on that one.
yeah,
Um, and I think one of the one of the reasons was I used to do sort of some videos with the help of one or two others.
yeah,
And on that song, when there was the instrumental break in the middle, and I was sort of having holding a guitar, singing along with the guitar and so on. And when the instrumental break came, for reasons which are now beyond me, I decided to sort of slowly slide down the door
yeah.
so that I completely disappeared. But problem was when the singing started again, I was trying to get my way back up. So I
Yeah,
think that probably influenced my thought. But I was never that keen on that song. But actually, looking back, and it was quite early on with my songs and deep stuff, I used to get a lot of good comments on Twitter, as it was then, about that song, and it always surprised me. I thought, yeah, I don't know what it was about it I didn't really care for, but obviously the video was in my mind as well, such as it was. But yeah, so I think with that podcast, I think it's the only one where I think I said to you afterwards, I just didn't think it went that well, one way or another. It's just a strong feeling I had. And
yeah.
then you say it had most downloads, so you can never tell, can you?
You can never tell. You can never
Never
tell.
tell.
Yeah.
No.
I remember watching, I can't remember if it was Arrested Development, one of these 90s sort of R&B slash rap music kind of artist. And one of them, anyway, and then they did an interview. They did an interview called a day and a half in the life of, the artist. It was like and I'm watching it as a kid and I'm thinking, oh, I really love this, the artist and stuff.
Mm.
It was a group then. I think they split afterwards. Anyway, and they were like, and then the person interviewing them was like, oh yeah, so what do you think about this your song? And it was called Everyday People. I was like, oh, oh, you know what? We almost fought over it. We were like, oh yeah, we're not gonna
Really?
release that. We're not gonna release that. And
Mm.
that was the song that actually brought them out into the limelight. And I think it must be like that with other singers and songwriters as well. Where
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
do a song and then they think, not quite happy with this, and then somebody listens to it. it must be like that with, other singers and songwriters as well, where,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do a song and then they think, not quite happy with this. And then somebody listens to it and they go,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah. It's
and
true.
even then, it's still hard for the artists themselves to
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
believe that that song actually, actually means anything or would
yeah,
go where. And it is in
yeah.
most cases, it ends up being the song that actually, propels them into the limelight, so to say. Yeah. So yeah. So I was looking at it and I was thinking, and it was like 58% down, more downloads. And I'm
Hmm.
looking at it, I'm thinking, what?
Perhaps they were thinking, God, we've never seen such a bad, rubbish podcast. Listen to this. And they were telling their mates or something. So it could be to do with that as well. But equally, it's probably hard for anybody to be objective about themselves, about, seeing things as others might see it about ourselves.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I think it's all in there, isn't it? But let's hope it
it
was a
isn't.
positive set of downloads and not a negative.
Yeah, well, whether it's positive or negative, it's still something that we're getting noticed.
Yeah. Hopefully for the right reasons. You're getting
Funny.
noticed with that jacket, I tell you that. You look like a trader on the stock exchange floor. That's where I've seen that before. No, it's good. It's a good jacket. I like it.
One look
I
at the
like it.
jacket, you got if you ever comes back in fashion again.
No, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
It was a bit of me first. He was like, "Oh, where did you get that from? It's a nice jacket." And I said, "London." You're like, "If he ever comes back in fashion."
No, it's good. I like it. I
I
do.
always, I always remember that anytime I wear it. Now I'm like, yeah.
Remember what I told you? Yeah.
You never know. People might be watching this show and thinking, "Oh, I wonder where he got it from." I'm gonna go and get myself one.
Well, I think the charity shops do some pretty good stuff nowadays, don't they? True, they do. I should go there myself.
I have never laughed so hard on this show before. This is definitely, I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying actually. Dear me. This is good. Good stuff. Good stuff. It shows you how the stuffs that aren't scripted are the best ones.
The improv, yeah, the ad lib, yeah, probably our best. If you
Yeah.
plan it, it doesn't always go as well as you hope.
No,
So,
it doesn't. It doesn't
yes, ad
always.
libs.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So, there's a topic. Should obese children be given weight loss jabs? What do you think, Trevor?
Yeah, I saw that on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Um, I think it depends on a lot of circumstances.
Right.
Um, Clearly, I don't know. We would need to know, or a doctor would need to know whether there's something congenital about it, whether because I think there are some people, some families who have a gene, maybe disorder, which causes weight to be put on. But
Yeah.
there's other factors, thyroid, one way or the other, overactive or underactive, can one or the other of those can cause a big weight gain. So there's lots of reasons. And equally, it could be that the child concerned might be given the wrong food to eat. Given how that can happen. So it's a very difficult question to answer, I think, because there's probably no one answer to that. You can't just say, yes,
Hmm.
they should, no, they shouldn't. What I would say is not a cop out, but what I would say is there would be circumstances where, in the health interests of the child, if the weight loss jab was going to reduce their weight in whatever way it does it, then
Yeah.
they should have it. But I think it should also be done in conjunction with the views of the parents,
Yeah.
to make sure that you're acting totally in the interest of that child. So it
Yeah.
really could go either way, in my view.
Yeah. one thing that I was thinking was, is there something that exercise can't fix? That's just it's just a question that's popped into my head. I
Mm,
mean, I'm 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 not for it and I'm not against it. I'm sort of sitting on the fence on this one. But I'm thinking exercise because I used to be a very I used to be a very big child, you know. I don't want to use the word obese, but I used to be really
mm,
fat, you know. As a kid, I was that far. I used to get taunted at school, and I used to get called
really.
Fatty Bum Bum, and that's what they used to call me.
I'm laughing with you, not at